Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth. Welcome to my kitchen today. I am going to make oven barbecue country style ribs. This is our cast of characters. I have my Dutch oven ready and we are going to go ahead and get these ribs ready to sear. So I put some oil in the pan. I have turned my stove onto medium and I am going to come over and I am actually going to season these ribs. So I'm going to start to season them with salt, pepper, and flour. And you're going to see in a minute, I am going to just kind of rub that on there. I'm going to do that to all four sides of the ribs. I don't show all four, but that is what I am doing. So we are going to make this dinner tonight. We're going to be having these ribs. We're going to be having some leftover Mexican rice I have. And then there are some vegetables I have that need to be used up by today, which today is February 7th. So here I am rubbing all of that flour in there. Here I'm going to go ahead and make my sauce. So I've got my Dutch oven heating up with the oil. Here I have 3/4 of a cup of water. I have 3 beef bouillon cubes that I'm going to go ahead and crush up and I'm going to add them to the water. This is kind of an unnecessary step. I only do it just to kind of give them a head start so that once they hit the warm pan, they'll kind of melt and, dissolve a little faster. So a lot of times I'll actually use beef bouillon paste if I have it, but I don't have it right now, which is kind of odd actually. So I'm using the cubes. I do always have those at least. So again, I'm just going to crush those up and I'm going to go ahead and add them in. And you're going to see next I am adding apple cider vinegar. I'm going to get that in there. I have all of the ingredients that I showed at the beginning that I'm going to add in here. I will say this, I did put the recipe at the very beginning for you to hopefully screenshot if this is something you do choose to make, because as you can see here, I am not measuring anything. I have a bad habit of cooking with my heart, and people have asked me a long time to post my recipes or show how I make stuff, and I have a really hard time doing it because I don't measure anything. I definitely cook with my heart. And once I have made something so many times, it's even easier for me to just kind of wing it. So these are all of the same things that I have listed at the beginning. I will say you will see on my recipe, I do say that you can optionally add sliced onions. I don't personally do that. My family, well, actually it's my husband, but he is sensitive to onions. So I try to avoid putting it into things if it's not necessary, and this is a recipe that I don't think is necessary. So here I am going to go ahead and add my molasses, and a little trick here, you'll see, catch the leftover with the lid and go ahead and put it on that way, because if not, you're going to have a sticky, messy lid with it running all down the side of your glass jar, because I have had that happen a million times. But I'm adding salt and pepper here too. And like I said, just kind of getting the sauce ready while that oil is heating up. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a quick mix, and then that's going to be ready. So once we sear our meat, we can just pour that straight on. So here you're going to see I have floured all of the sides of these country style ribs, and I'm going to add them to my heated Dutch oven. I'm going to go ahead and brown those on all sides. And you're going to kind of want a crust on it. And I'm going to show you on a couple of them what I mean. And I'm going to go ahead here and get my oven preheated to 325. You're going to also see at the beginning of the video, if you screenshot the recipe, that I say to cook it for 2 hours. And today I do 2 hours and 15 minutes. But it's the only reason I did that is because it would make more sense for when I'm starting this today. So here I'm going to show you. So here is the kind of crust you want. Granted, that looks darker on the screen than it does to me, but that is probably because I am filming on an iPhone. So it's just picking up a little bit darker than it was in real life. So just get that brown crust on all of the sides of your pan. Once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and pour in your sauce over all of the ribs, and then you're going to bake it. So it's going to go into the oven. It's kind of a low and slow method. I have done this, like I said, 300, 325. I've done both. It just really depends on the time that I have. But Today we're doing 325, and I'm going to go ahead and get the lid on, and I'm going to get it in the oven. So we're going to get it put in there, and this is kind of the main part of my dinner, and it's done. So all in all, I think this took me about 10 minutes from start to finish. So because of the fact that I have some leftover rice, this is going to be a very easy dinner for me. So I'm going to go ahead and just get that in 2 hours and 15 minutes. And here is a little snapshot of my chickens, and you're going to see my dog. I don't know if I'm going to continue this channel, but if I do, you're going to see a lot of my chickens and probably my dog, because I love them very much, and they're just fun to me. So I also have 2 children that are 16 and 12, and a husband, and I am a stay-at-home mom, so I do have a lot of time to cook, and I really enjoy it. So that was a little brief snapshot. Our dinner was there, or the ribs were done at exactly 5:30. I'm going to go ahead and take them out, and I'm going to show you kind of what those look like. And from here is when I'm going to start getting the rest of our dinner ready. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a sneak peek here. These are our ribs, and look at how tender they are. They are falling apart, and that is what you want. I'm also going to flip them over. I don't know why I do that. I think it's because they cook in the sauce on the one side, so when I rest them, I want them to rest in the sauce on the other side. You don't have to do that. That's just what I do. Here in a second, I'm going to show you, I have some leftover rice, which I've talked about, in the refrigerator, and I'm also going to show you that recipe in case you want to make it. That's something we just enjoy serving this with. I don't know why, but it seems to go well with it. So all I have to do is heat that up. I have 2 bags of just mixed vegetables that their use by date is today. So I'm going to go ahead and make those as well. And my kids don't like these ribs. So you're going to see in a second. I'm going to show you a brief little clip. I am air frying 2 chicken patties, and that is for my children. So here I have seasoned my vegetables with butter, salt, pepper, and Korean red pepper flakes. And I really like that combination for just a quick dinner. So I'm going to microwave these 15 minutes total. I don't show it all, but that is what I am going to do, with just a little bit of water and a paper towel on top. And here's that chicken patty I was talking about, and those are for my kids. They don't like these ribs, but here is our completed dinner, and it was very easy, and I hope you try it.